Hi, Sam here. This is my first vlog for 2012. I've been a busy girl. It's the 23rd of February. It's 12 months since I was given a pessimistic prognosis from a lovely oncologist I haven't seen since. I'm celebrating today because a year on I feel better than I've ever felt in my life as far as my energy levels. I know that my immune system is working at its optimal levels. I've seen through my live blood tests that my blood is perfectly healthy and normal. My Navarro test, which is the urine test I send away to the Philippines to measure the activity of the cancer, has decreased and it continues to decrease. I know that I don't need conventional doctors or conventional scans or any of those things anymore that radiate my body. I'm just happy to know that I'm in a good state and I'm moving in the right direction. I've also started some mainly raw and alkalizing food tours this year at our organic supermarket, and I just wanted to talk a little bit today about checking your level of acidity and trying to maintain a level of alkalinity in your body, because we all know that disease can't exist in an alkaline environment. I've mentioned this before, and I've mentioned Dr. Robert Young's work and the book that everyone I think should have, The pH Miracle. I don't know if I've ever shown you the easy pH testing kit. So basically it's better to use urine than saliva, and you can urinate on it first thing. A strip, you just pull off a little strip and urinate on it first thing in the morning, and then you can do it during the day and at night as well if you like. There's about 90 tests in one package. We sell these at our supermarket, but they're also available at www.easyph.com.au. So if you'd like to have a look and see where your starting point is, please access this for yourself, especially if you are suffering from illness. Okay, now I've learned that the quickest way to increase your level of alkalinity is to drink green juices. My juice isn't exactly green today, but that's because my husband put a lot of purple carrots in, so it's quite purple, even though it looks like beetroot juice. There are a lot of greens in there, but the purple carrots take over. Alright, so I'm also drinking a raw food drink, which is Mojo Kombucha. I'm addicted to this stuff. It's the only fizzy drink that I'm allowed to have. It's a fermented drink, and it's a probiotic. So I believe that this helps my digestive system, helps me to absorb all of the goodness from the foods and the drinks that I am ingesting. And I highly recommend this organic and raw Mojo Kombucha. This one's infused with organic ginger juice. There's also one with organic lemon juice, or the original, which has no flavour. It's a little bit like a beer, really, or a wine. Some people sniff it and say, ooh, wine. But my 6-year-old, no, she's 7. There you go. My 7-year-old, she likes to drink Mojo Kombucha, and it's terrific. I think that she's had less stomach problems, like she had a sensitive gut, one of those people who could vomit easily. She hasn't vomited at all for a long time, and I believe it partially is because her immune system's building. I've taken her off all dairy because she showed signs of intolerance, and she drinks Mojo Kombucha. It's an Adelaide company, and we're distributing it in the Hunter Valley. So anyway, those of you who know me, if you'd like to have a taste, just let me know. The reasons to avoid acidic foods, I'm going to read them out as follows. They make us fat, rob us of energy, cause allergies, they cause free radical damage and premature aging, excess mucus, they corrode and destroy veins, arteries and heart tissues, they inhibit the metabolism of fatty acids and cause cholesterol problems, increase blood pressure, stop oxygen delivery to tissues, and of course acidosis is the basis of almost all degenerative diseases. Now, if you have a look at energizeforlife.com, or it might be energizeforlife.co.uk, because they're an English website, they will give you a detailed list of acidic and alkaline foods. Now, I know it's pretty sad that acidic foods include meat and milk and wheat and alcohol and all the processed crap that we often ingest on a daily basis. I think the main point is, what I want to say today is, do your best to try and eat as much food that comes straight from the ground or straight from its source as you possibly can. And this is the way to ensure that you lead a happy and healthy life. 12 months ago, today also, I went to a conference at night. But there was a doctor, Dr. James Chestnut, and he said if you can manage a piece of raw food with every meal, then you are almost guaranteed of a healthy and happy life. So, there are so many enzymes in good, raw, natural food. It's amazing. And we are always taking away from our enzyme bank by ingesting processed and, animal products. Our bodies are working very, very hard to digest foods that we aren't really meant to be eating. And in the raw foods, there are so many enzymes that can actually help to build up our levels of enzymes so that we're able to digest meat and poultry and milk and those other things much better. Okay, so I'm not saying everyone should become a vegan. That's completely up to you. And you know what? Just like getting better from a chronic degenerative disease, everybody's body is different. It's just completely individual. And some people say to me, I could never live without fish. I say, well, that's fine. Eat fish. That's fine. But just try to eat a little bit more raw food and try to throw out a lot of the processed stuff and make it for yourself. I know you might say, I've got no time, but, it depends. Like, I've got a product called a Thermomix now, and this thing's amazing. It makes ice cream, sorbet, bread, butter if you like it, soups, anything, salads, risottos. It makes everything, this little piece of kitchen equipment. And sure, it costs $2,000, but you don't need any other piece of kitchen equipment. And this thing allows you to make really healthy food really fast. It's amazing. I'm right into this Thermomix. Anyways, a Vitamix is also a good addition to your kitchen. And, of course, a good juicer is a lovely addition. Okay, so I just want to let those people know who do live in my local area that you're welcome to come to a shop tour. And for those people who aren't living around here, I'm happy to email you the 7-day meal plans that I make for each shop tour with the 7-day meal plans recipes. Like, I think I gave each person about 25 pages worth of information last time. In future, I'm going to do it on CD because it just became really tiresome collating all the papers. But I'm happy to email anybody the recipes that I gather and collect and put together. Okay, so my email address is samaulton, SAMAULTON, @hotmail.com. You drop me a line, and even if you don't know me personally, that's fine. Drop me a line and I will reply to you and attach the 7-day meal plans. I won't always be changing the 7-day meal plans recipes because I really want to stick with ones that are really, really good and share them with everyone. But even if you've got a really nice, easy, raw recipe that you would like to send to me to add to the tour, I'll give you credit for it. Please, yes, forward it to me at samaulton@hotmail.com. Okay, so quickly, I'm raving on. I'm going to give you a couple of recipes quickly that use cacao. Cacao is the best and most powerful food in the world. The cacao tree exists in rainforests, grows in rainforests all year round. It's not seasonal. Woohoo! Okay, in places like Costa Rica and anyway South America. It's the number one highest natural source of minerals such as iron, magnesium, manganese, zinc, vitamin C, and it has the highest level of antioxidants of any food on the planet. Chocolate rocks, but only if it's unprocessed. Sorry, not Cadbury's. Okay, so this is the 7-day meal plan that I made up for people, and the top 7 alkalizing veggies are kale, cucumber, capsicum, broccoli, spinach, celery, and avocado. Try using at least one of those every day. Alright, so this is an avocado chocolate mousse. Oh, alright, so what you've got to do is you've got to have 2 medium-sized ripe Hass avocados, 1/3 cup raw cacao powder, or more if you like it strong, 5 fresh dates, pitted and roughly chopped, 1/4 cup coconut milk or nut milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or vanilla bean powder, up to you, pinch of sea salt and dried coconut. Alright, and some berries if you want to serve it up with berries to make it colourful. So you soak the dates in the milk for 10 to 30 minutes to soften. In a blender add avocado flesh, dates and milk, vanilla, salt, cacao powder and butter if you're not a vegan. Blend until smooth. You may need to add a little bit more liquid to facilitate blending. Scrape down the sides of the jug a few times. Adjust ingredients to taste by adding more chocolate if you want. That's cacao chocolate. Serve and garnish with your choice of toppings. Eat immediately. Okay, so you might want to put it in the fridge for a little while to lift the temperature. Cacao promotes positive outlook, facilitates rejuvenation, and simply helps us to feel good. Woohoo! Alright, oh, this one they serve at the cafe at our shop, Momo's Cafe, just been opened this year. Oh, it rocks. And they serve raw brownies. For raw brownies you need 2 cups of whole walnuts, preferably soaked for 8 to 12 hours. That's to get rid of the enzyme inhibitors that are in the brown skinned nuts. You're better off to soak them so that it reactivates the germination process, and you get like 100 times the nutrients if you soak brown skinned nuts for 8 to 12 hours. Plus they increase in size double. Okay, so 2 cups of whole walnuts, 2.5 cups of dates pitted, 1 cup of raw cacao, 1 cup of almonds, and those have to be soaked as well, roughly chopped, and 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. Place walnuts in food processor until they're finely ground. Add the cacao and salt, pulse to combine. Add the dates one at a time. Mix, mix, mix. I just added the dates in full on. In a large bowl, combine the walnut cacao mix with chopped almonds. Press into a lined cake pan or mould. Place in freezer or fridge until ready to serve. And when they're really cold, they do cut up into squares. It's beautiful. And people, when I took it to school and told them to have a try, they couldn't believe that it didn't have eggs in it or flour. And oh my god, it tasted so good. I had to bloody get rid of it because I just couldn't stop eating it. Okay, well, I'm going to rack off now because I've been talking long time ages, and I'd like to say Happy New Year. I hope you're all having a good year, and what a beautiful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.